welcome to another day in my life. It is Thursday, May 20th, and I am still in my pajamas at 8:30 in the morning. Normally by this point, I'm like showered and like ready to get going with my day. I have been playing a little bit, I don't know if that's the right word. I've been trying to lean in a little bit more to getting some more sleep. Just a number of things have been popping out at me in different resources and different places about like needing more sleep, and then my body just feels like it's been craving more sleep. So I kind of have been trying to amp my weekday sleep up to 9 hours. It's hard. It's tough because, I mean, there's only so many hours in a day. And if I am taking another hour and a half, either from my evening or from my morning to get that full extra hour and a half of sleep that I was getting 7.5, it makes a huge difference in the things that I can get done before work or the time I spend with Sam in the evening, or how long my workout is, and just like all kinds of things. And then the other thing I just have found since I've been doing this is that I have way less motivation to work out in the mornings. I don't know. When I would wake up at 5, it was like not a big deal. Everything was quiet. It was maybe just because there was less going on in the universe. Like Sam was still asleep, and yes, I could get on Instagram, but nobody was on Instagram yet. It was still quiet. Like it was starting to get light out at that point, at that time, but it was like the city wasn't awake yet. I don't know. But now that I'm sleeping in a little bit, by the time I like do my morning routine and like whatnot, Sam's usually awake, and it just, I don't know, I'm a lot less motivated to get my workout in, even though that is a goal for me. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I might, while we're still working from home, switch back to a lunchtime workouter. I actually did that when we were in the office years ago, because my office would offer these lunchtime classes at 12:15 every day, and they were just 30-minute classes. And so I could leave my desk at 12, go down, change. Class was from 12:15 to 12:45, and yeah, I would sweat a little bit, but it wasn't super intense. I would take a body shower afterwards, like freshen up my makeup, and then I would be back at my desk by 1, and it was great. I'm working from home now, so it's like way easier to do my workout during lunch. I think one of the things that always held me back, or all this is still very true. I'm literally thinking out loud, by the way. I am a very verbal processor, and so I get a lot of great ideas, and a lot comes to me while I'm kind of talking it out, and I do that a lot with you here in these vlogs. So anyways, one of the things that kind of holds me back from that is then during the morning time, I'm not really ready for the day. And if I have a Zoom call, then I'm not ready for the day, or I have to get ready and then work out, and it just kind of, it throws off the whole smoothness of getting ready, work, and then being done with work. But if I try to do my workout in the evening time at like 5 or 6, I don't think I'll have the energy, and I don't think I would do a good job. So the other thing is what happened today that kind of threw me off why I'm still in my pajamas, is I came into the office to film my daily Plan With Me. I'm filming a weekly daily Plan With Me this week. That was a lot of weekly daily words. And so because I like sat down at my desk to do that, my laptop was right there, so I grabbed my laptop and I did a little bit of work. And that just feels like it works well for me, is sitting down at my desk in the morning to get a little bit of work done while I'm still finishing up my coffee. Like I'm in this work mode from doing my morning reading and journaling, and it just, I don't know, it flows a little bit better than like immediately going into workout mode. And so I think in an ideal world, like if I could choose whatever hours I wanted to work, my 9-to-5 job even, I think what I would do is I would get up at like 6:30. I don't know, that would require me to go to bed at like 9 or 9:30 to get my full 9 hours. Okay, so let's say I go to bed at 9:30, or I'm asleep by 9:30. That is what I was doing. I was asleep by 9:30 and I was getting up at 5. So let's say I kept the same bedtime. In bed at 9, asleep by 9:30, get up at 6:30, get my full 9 hours. Morning routine from 6:30 to 7:30, and then came in here and like worked from 7:30 to 8:30. Then like, and just like let myself continue to wake up, and then went and worked out at like 8:30 or 9. I feel like that is my like peak energy once I've been up for a few hours. And then, you know, worked out. I don't even know, I still haven't figured out where I'm gonna stick my cleaning into the schedule. And then showered and got ready, and then like started my full-time job at 10 and worked that from like 10 to 6. But then am I gonna be sad that I lost that hour in the evenings? But if I worked on that hour in the mornings, then I wouldn't feel like I need to work an hour in the evenings. Anyways, I don't really know if I solved anything here, and I just chatted your ear off for a couple of minutes. That was not gonna be my focus of this video, talking about me potentially changing up where I put things in my day, not the purpose of this vlog. One of the things that I did want to do when I started these day in the life vlogs, I chatted with a friend about this, is that each day in the life vlog would have a purpose. Yes, it would be my day, how I'm accomplishing my goals, what my routines are, etc. But it would also be another thing, whether I'm sharing a product or I'm talking about a specific topic, or today what I'm gonna do is talk about what I eat in a day. I feel like that's something that I kind of show sometimes. I fairly often show my dinners, but I don't usually show the rest of my meals. So that's what we're gonna do today. So the first thing I always consume each day is a cup of coffee with some half and half. I drink the Four Sigmatic instant coffee, usually the one with the lion's mane, but I also get the one with chaga as part of my subscription. And I will drink that while I'm sitting on the couch doing my morning routine, while I journal and read and do all those kinds of morning things. And then by the time I'm done with that, I usually am done with my coffee. This is not what I eat in a day related, but I am more productive when I am done with my coffee but at that point, because if I am not, then I will scroll on my phone until I finish my coffee, because I can't get on the bike or work out until the coffee is gone, because I'm not gonna drink coffee while I work out. But if the next step after my morning routine was coming in here to work and not working out, then if my coffee is not done, that's fine. I can come in here and bring it with me, and I won't just pick up my phone and scroll. Light bulb moment. Anyways, next meal is breakfast. I'm a breakfast person. I always need breakfast, and I need it pretty soon after I wake up. I can usually, with the coffee, I can usually make it an hour or two, and then I need to eat breakfast. My stomach is growling and I need to eat. I eat pretty much the same thing for breakfast every single day. I have 2 eggs over easy, fried, not sunny side because I flip them, I'm not sure what they're called, with everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. And then I also have this vanilla I don't know how to say it, but it's like the Scandinavian yogurt thing from Trader Joe's. I get the vanilla, and then I put in this granola that I love, which is the peanut butter protein granola from Trader Joe's. So good. That's my breakfast. Very protein focused. I get something savory and something sweet, which is how I like my breakfast. I like to have a little bit of both. I'm not strictly one or the other. Like when we go out to breakfast or brunch, I always try to convince Sam to share with me, and we get one savory and one sweet dish, because that's what I like for breakfast. So that is what I have for breakfast. And now that I have chatted for 10 minutes, I need to actually go get ready. Well, I don't have any Zoom calls today, so I don't actually feel like I need to get ready. But like, am I gonna shower? Because am I gonna work out during lunch? That's the $1 million question. Hello, it is 10:45. I'm still in my pajamas. I have not changed, but I did paint my nails. I just got off of a call and I just painted my nails, and now I'm gonna make my like mid-morning cappuccino latte. I don't know what you want to call it. It's amazing. So basically what I do, let me switch you down to be able to see my little coffee station. This is, I have 3 gizmos to help me make my coffee. The kettle, which is also obviously used for tea, but I use that in the morning for my instant coffee. Then I have my Lavazza espresso mini machine. This was a birthday gift from my, let's make sure there's enough water, from my future father-in-law and mother-in-law. So I just have the, let's see if I can get that to focus, the Grand Espresso Dark Roast. I do love this machine. It's super small. The espresso it makes is delicious. They don't have a ton of pod options yet. So that's like the only downside, but I like the one that I get. So I make the slightly larger espresso. So it's like maybe a double. Come on, you can do it. Okay, hopefully that will start in a second. And then while that goes, I make my frothed milk. And so what I do, there we go. There we go, it's gonna be loud. So what I do is I do a little bit of this Quest protein shake. I do like the way the Premier ones taste by themselves, but this brand is much better in terms of ingredients. So I get the salted caramel one, and I do a quick pour of that. It usually takes me about, I don't know, 4 days or so to get through this whole thing. And then I use oat milk. This is just the Trader Joe's oat milk, and then I will fill that up about to the line for the frothing. It depends on the cup I'm using, whether there's going to be space for all of that. So sometimes it doesn't even matter. And then I will let that froth. By the way, while that milk continues to froth, I'll tell you about the podcast that I'm listening to. If you've been around, you know that I don't know how to say it, a fan of Amy Landino. I always admired her like ambition, and I felt very similar to her, and I always just really admired her. But more recently, I've been kind of less than impressed with a lot of her content, to be honest. It just feels all a little like, I don't know, curated, mainstream. I don't know what the quite word is. We talked about this on the live once. Other people were kind of feeling the same way. I still highly recommend, if you are interested in kind of time batching and productivity and habits and morning routines, to like go back to some of her, like, not all the way back because she's been on YouTube forever, but like a couple years ago content is fantastic. But the recent stuff, meh. But I am listening to and enjoying her new podcast. It's still not even dark enough. Her new podcast with her husband. It's called, there we go, Common Goal. They own a business. He owns his own business. They own a business together. I don't know the details, but they started a podcast together to talk about being partners in life and business. And I really enjoy their banter. I really enjoy some of their commentary. The episode today is about maintaining friendships as an entrepreneur and talking about the difference between true friends and then business friends. And Amy was actually really appreciated her commentary, saying that like she actually feels like a business friend is not a thing. You either become a friend and you take away that business, even if you met through business, through the industry, whatever, take away that qualifier. You are friends, or you are business associates, network associates, industry, like colleagues, if you want to use that word. But using the word friend implies so much more than is actually true with these people that you like hang out with at conferences, kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying this episode, and I just thought I would share that with you. Okay, the milk is done. This is what it looks like. It's not like super frothy. I think that's just like the protein shake doesn't get, well, it usually gets a little bit more frothy than that. And normally I like have trouble filling it all the way to the top. Maybe this cup is extra big, but either way, it should be a decent amount of milk to coffee ratio. Like that color is pretty accurate. And since the protein shake has flavor and sugar in it, it's gonna be delicious. Cheers. Hi, it's lunchtime and I'm still in my pajamas. Guys, I was going to change out of my pajamas and get on the bike during lunch. I was like, I'm just gonna do the Hamilton ride. That's the one that like gets me pumped up when I don't want to work out, and that's where I was going. And then I remembered that I had something to do during lunch today that I didn't put down in my planner because I didn't do it this morning because I slept in this morning, and that is to do all of my day after live things. So I go live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and the day after I watch the live back, I add any links that I mentioned I needed to add, I change the title so it's a little bit more descriptive, I add the tags in the YouTube video, and I share like a summary on Instagram. And that whole process takes like about 45 minutes. And so when I'm on my game, I do it in the morning. Didn't happen today, so I need to get that done during lunch. So I went and I heated up some leftovers. That is basically what I always have for lunch. Some sort of leftovers. This is one of those 5-ingredient Trader Joe's meals. I talked about this in last week's daily vlog. If you missed that, I'm gonna link that video down below because it is fantastic. This is a new YouTube channel that I've been enjoying, and this particular video I found very helpful if you shop at Trader Joe's. But it is just like a pasta with mushrooms and spinach and chicken. Very good. I basically always have leftovers for lunch. I cook extra for dinner so that we have plenty, so that we can both have it for lunch. Sometimes Sam will make a sandwich and won't have leftovers. If we don't have leftovers, or if I'm going out to dinner that night, sometimes I will make a smoothie for lunch. That's basically the only time that I have something other than leftovers, is if I'm having a smoothie because we don't have any, or we're going out to dinner and I'm trying to get in some healthy food and protein and stuff before we go out to dinner. Although this is pretty good too. So I do try to eat lunch out at the kitchen table. I can hear Sam. Maybe I will go out there. If we have lunch at the same time, sometimes we try to eat lunch together, but I do also need to get this video done today. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna be doing while I eat lunch. All right, hi. Yes, still in my pajamas. It's only like 30 minutes after the last time that we chatted. I just wanted to quickly share. I'm the kind of person who like needs something sweet at the end of a meal. Even if it's just a small piece of dark chocolate, like I just need something sweet that's just what my taste buds need to like signify the end of the meal. So luckily what I did was I didn't quite finish the latte, cappuccino, whatever you want to call it, that I made earlier. Obviously it's not even close to hot anymore. So what I did was I popped 1 ice cube in it. There's not that much in there. There's like just a little bit left. I don't know, maybe like that much of the cup was left before I put the ice cube in. Now it's a little bit higher. So I put 1 ice cube in it just to really cool it down, not just like was sitting out coffee cool down. And this is gonna be my like dessert for lunch. Sometimes I will have like a piece of fruit. Like if we have a really ripe pear, that can satisfy my sweet tooth. Otherwise, again, I'll take like just a small piece of dark chocolate. But this is like the perfect sweet thing. And now it's time to get back to work. Okay, I'm done with work. And before I get into my evening and my communication routine and sharing with you what I'm having for dinner, I'm gonna go take a quick shower, because I just realized that that's the result of being in my pajamas all day, is that I never actually took a shower yet. And like, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. I took a shower yesterday morning. I don't know. I don't feel that gross, but I like was thinking about the fact that I was still in my pajamas. Also thinking about the fact that I'm filming my evening routine tonight, just for another video, not as part of this vlog. And I was like, you have to not be in your pajamas. Like you have to be in real clothes before you can film that video. So I'm gonna take a quick shower and put on some different clothes so I can put my pajamas back on in a few hours. I feel like a new person. Do you ever have that where you like take a shower and wash your hair and I just feel like a new person. I feel like I'm ready for my evening now. Okay, so first things first is my communication routine, which if this is the first vlog you're watching of mine, is something I do every day from 5 to 6, a little bit later today, but go with me. From 5 to 6, I sit down and I respond to all of my Patreon text messages, Facebook comments, YouTube comments, Instagram comments, Instagram DMs, emails. I do a quick sweep of my emails. If it's something that's gonna take a little bit more effort to sit and respond to, I won't do that during this hour, but I will at least like go through a sweep of my emails and delete, unsubscribe what I can delete from, file away what can be filed away. But I am extra excited for today's communication routine because I am posting that my course, Accelerate Your Goals, is available to sign up for everybody. It's been available for a couple of days for the Patreon community as well as for anyone who signed up for the waitlist. But today, the link is live for everybody. Anybody who wants to sign up can sign up today. And I'm so excited to just announce on Instagram, I made this cute little reel. And I'm just pumped. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you are interested in accelerating your goals and making significant progress in the second half of 2021, there are still a few days left to sign up as of the time that this video goes live. If you're watching it after May 30th, that's when the doors will close, then there will be a waitlist option for you to go ahead and sign up for the waitlist for the next release, which will be sometime in the fall. But if it is before May 30th and you are interested in joining us, I will leave the link down below. As always, feel free to message me or email me with any questions that I can help answer. Hi, Charlie. To see if this course would be a good fit for you. I think Charlie is gonna sit on my lap while I do this. Okay, dinner time. Normally, I would cook dinner tonight because the dishwasher's already going, Sam just started the dishwasher. I've made plans, like I had a meal plan for 4 of the days this week, Monday through Thursday. But we have a ton of leftovers because the meal I made yesterday has a ton of extra servings and we have plans over the weekend to go out and eat. And so we just need to eat some leftovers, and the meal that I had planned for tonight is all freezer stuff. It's the Trader Joe's shrimp and veggie and rice stir fry, and then I was gonna add cauliflower rice to it to make it like a little bit bigger and have another vegetable in there. And it's all frozen, and so I can easily just save that for another week. So instead, we're gonna have leftovers, and so we have lots of options. So we're actually gonna have 2 different things. I'm gonna heat Sam up what I made for dinner Tuesday. So I'm gonna get that in the microwave, maybe this one, and then I will tell you about the thing I made last night that was amazing and what I changed about it that I'm gonna have tonight as well. So the thing I made last night is a recipe from Jessica Braun. I talk about her all the time. She's like the only beauty YouTuber that I still watch, and she also does a lot of lifestyle stuff. And she has talked about this crockpot meal before. It is Mexican street corn and chicken chowder, and it is very easy. Like all you're doing is putting the ingredients in the crockpot. You do have to shred the chicken breasts once they're cooked down, but that's very fast. And then that's pretty much it. So when I took the list of ingredients and translated it to my Trader Joe's shopping list, and then I went to Trader Joe's, the recipe calls for a pound of chicken. Well, at Trader Joe's, it's hard to find a pound of chicken unless you buy the like fancier chicken, you know, whatever fancy chicken is. But the chicken that we buy, the chicken breast that we get at Trader Joe's, you really can only get it in 2-pound bags. And so I figured, okay, if I get 2 pounds of chicken, that's gonna take up some of the space in my crock pot. So I don't know that I'm gonna be able to add all of the other ingredients. What can I change? What can I swap out? So what I decided to do was lessen the amount of heavy cream and the amount of shredded cheese. So it calls for 2 cups of, well, actually it says freshly grated, not from a bag. I used a bag. And 2 cups, so 2 cups of cheese and 2 cups of half and half. And that makes it more of a chowder consistency and more creamy. Well, I didn't have space in my crock pot. And I realized that my kind of switcheroo by adding more chicken and taking less cheese and cream, taking that out, made it a much healthier meal. And it was still delicious. So it was more of a soup consistency rather than a chowder consistency. I mean, we still added half. I added half of the cheese and half of the half and half, half of the half and half. So a cup of each, and it was delicious. Now I did add a little bit more cheese once it was already in my bowl, and that's what I'll do today too. But it was delicious. And I mean, I didn't like plan it, like figure out how many calories and what the macros are, but it ended up being very delicious. So when we put it away yesterday, we put it, most of it, in this giant Tupperware. Whenever I make a crock pot meal, there's always so much food. So this giant Tupperware thing. And there was just enough left over to make one extra little thing. I almost had this for lunch today, but I decided to save it for dinner. Normally I will try and skip a day before I have leftovers. If I can avoid it, I will skip a day before I have leftovers. That way I'm not having the same thing like back-to-back days. But this recipe was so good that I like don't even mind. Okay, last thing of the day, chocolate ice cream from Trader Joe's. And one of the things I've been doing is measuring out actually a half a serving of what they have. I need something sweet at the end of the night, but I don't need, like if I just free for all, I'm gonna have way more than I actually need. And if I portion it out, I will stop. And so I saw this in a YouTube video. I don't know why, I forgot how easy it was to just put the cup on the scale and tear it out. And then I can easily just scoop the ice cream until it's at, what is it? It's 70 grams, is that right? Yeah, 70 grams is half. It's really like, yeah, it's about 2 scoops. And that's about it. And then I will just scoop Sam's for him and just give him a couple scoops too. All right, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here. So hopefully you found this enjoyable, sharing kind of more about what I eat in a day besides just dinner, which is what I normally include in the vlogs. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, it would be my day. I don't remember. Okay, hold on. That was really awkward. Which is if this was true. And text messages, Facebook it was the Trader Joe's